You know that feeling, right? That ache in your feet at the end of the day. Or maybe it's something more persistent you just live with.
Yeah, it's incredibly common.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something that might help the Granulon G1 shoe.
Hmm.
Our mission, really, is to unpack how this shoe is built, how it aims to give you relief and support, especially if you deal with certain foot conditions.
Exactly. We'll be looking at its main tech, that advanced arch support they mention, and the phylon cushioning.
So this extra care idea for the Granulon G1, it sounds like it's trying to be more than just, a regular shoe.
That's right. It suggests a pretty deliberate design aimed at tackling common foot problems head on. If you've been searching for something with a bit more targeted support, the G1 could be interesting.
Okay, so let's dig into that advanced arch support. What actually makes it advanced? How does it work to, ease the pain?
Well, the key thing seems to be how it contours. It's not just a simple lump under your arch. It's designed to adapt more dynamically to your arch shape. The goal is to spread your body weight out much more evenly across the foot.
Okay, like distributing the load.
Exactly. Think of it like a well-designed bridge. When the weight's distributed properly, you don't get those high stress points where pain usually starts.
Makes sense. And the other piece is the phylon cushioning. We hear cushioning a lot, but what's special about this phylon in the G1? How does it help with comfort and pain?
Phylon itself is a type of EVA foam. It's known for being lightweight, but also pretty resilient.
Yeah.
So in the G1, they've likely found a specific density, a balance, that gives you good shock absorption when you step down, but isn't so soft that you feel unstable.
So it cushions the impact, but still gives you some support back.
Precisely. It absorbs the shock, but provides a stable base. Kind of crucial for comfort, especially if you're on your feet a lot.
Let's get specific then. What about conditions like percavous high arches? How does a shoe like the G1 address that?
Right, so with high arches, often less of your foot surface actually touches the ground. This means pressure gets concentrated on the heel and the ball of the foot.
Okay.
That contoured arch support we talked about, it's designed to fill that gap, basically, to provide contact and support where it's usually missing for high arches, giving more stability.
And plantar fasciitis, that's a really common one, that heel pain. How does the G1 approach that?
Yeah, plantar fasciitis involves inflammation of that tissue band along the bottom of your foot. Painful stuff.
Definitely.
By distributing pressure more evenly, like we discussed, the G1 aims to reduce the direct load and stress on that inflamed plantar fascia. Less stress with each step, hopefully less pain.
Okay. The G1 also mentions helping with balance if you have pronation or supination issues where your foot rolls too far inward or outward. How does it help you sort of walk straighter?
Good question. Pronation and supination are natural movements, but if they're excessive, it throws things off balance, potentially causing issues up the kinetic chain.
The kinetic chain again.
Yeah. The G1 likely uses some structural elements, maybe in the midsole or around the heel counter, to gently guide your foot towards a more neutral position as you walk. It's about promoting a more stable, efficient stride.
And one more drop toe. First, what is that exactly, and how does the G1 help?
Drop toe is often what people call hammer toe. It's where one or more toes are bent downwards abnormally.
Right, I see.
This can cause rubbing and pressure points inside the shoe. So the G1 might offer things like a roomier toe box, just more space to prevent that friction. Plus, the overall supportive structure of the shoe could reduce the strain on the muscles controlling those toes.
So putting it all together, it sounds like the Granulon G1 is aiming for more than just fixing isolated issues. It's about creating for you a more comfortable, stable base for everyday activity, maybe reducing that general foot fatigue or chronic pain.
Exactly. It seems the combination of that tailored arch support, the specific phylon cushioning, and these features for particular conditions, it all works together. The goal is that feeling of stability, solid support, and hopefully pain-free movement.
Okay, so the takeaway here is that the Granulon G1 appears engineered with specific tech that arch support, the phylon foam, to target various foot needs, aiming to alleviate pain from things like high arches, plantar fasciitis, or even balance issues.
Which really makes you think, doesn't it? Just how much difference can footwear design with this level of specific engineering actually make to your daily comfort, your mobility? It certainly highlights the potential impact of focusing on foot health through, smarter shoe design.